Welcome to Coach's Playbook with Paul LaPolice, your home for elite CFL breakdown and analysis. Hey, Rider fans, I did not forget about you over the bye week. I looked at the Riders' defense and how many takeaways they've gotten this season. So let's open the playbook to the Saskatchewan Roughriders defense and their takeaways. First of all, please subscribe to the page and turn notifications on. Subscribing to the page helps support us if you like this CFL content on YouTube. And second of all, notifications, when you turn those on, anytime we post something, you won't miss it. So the Riders, when I talked about this football team to start the season, there were two things I thought about. One, Trevor Harris, the health of Trevor Harris, and obviously that has come into play once again. But the biggest addition, I thought, to this football team was the ability for this team, who last year was last in the CFL in turnover margin and last in takeaways on defense. I thought Corey Mace fit this organization very well because he came from the Toronto Argonauts. His defense led the CFL with 52 takeaways, tops. So their defense was known to get takeaways. Gave up some yards, but they were going to find ways to take the football away. Well, through 3 weeks of the season, because I'm not counting the games that were played in week 4 because they had the bye, they were second in the CFL to Montreal in takeaways, and I believe they had 9 takeaways on the season so far. So really good things. So what's important about giveaway takeaways? What is turnover margin? I just posted a playbook on turnover margin. I'll put a link to it so you can watch it right here, right above my head. But giveaways are offense turning the ball over, whether it be on downs, whether it be a fumble or interception. That's called a giveaway. A takeaway is when defense, they create a fumble and recover it, they intercept the football or stop somebody on third down. And you combine those two numbers and you come out with what's called turnover margin. In a football game, if the offense commits 0 giveaways and their defense takes the ball away 3 times, okay, you add those two numbers, you end up in +3. If the offense has 2 giveaways, but the defense still has 4 takeaways, you finish +2. And now if the offense has 3 and the defense has 0, you finish -3. So that's what turnover margin is. So why is turnover margin important? Usually when you get a takeaway, you score on defense, or you put your offense in a position to score because that takeaway may happen when you're basically in field goal range. So that's one piece. And the second is offensively, if you keep turning the football over, you're never going to be in position to score yourself. So it's a huge stat. It makes a huge difference in wins and losses. I believe it's the second most important thing besides scoring. So I broke down the Riders, what they've done in their 3 games, and why they're winning their football games is because what they're doing on defense with takeaways. Let's take a look. Edmonton game. Saskatchewan's losing in the 4th quarter. Here's what happens. Run play to the outside. Deontay Williams helps cause it. Recovered by Jameer Thurman. Jameer Thurman's been all over the place. Got a bunch of takeaways this season. Great when you're down on the road, make a play. Here comes another one. Fumble by McLeod Bethel-Thompson. Same quarter. Recovered by Brian Cox Jr. This is called a strip. Right, he's going in. Don't go in for the sack. Go get the strip. We don't want sacks. You want the ball taken away, and that's what happens here. I love what Cox does. He runs right around the tackle and gets a piece of it and recovers it. All right, Sass leading 29-21. CJ Avery comes up big on a throw in the middle of the field. Right, looks like it gets tipped, but he gets the ball underneath. He makes sure he recovers for a nice takeaway. Go to the Hamilton game. 30 seconds left. 1st and 10. Tie game. Pass intercepted by C.J. Avery. They kick the field goal for the win. This game was going into overtime. Ball gets tipped up in the air. C.J. Avery makes a play. Amazing. The last game they just played. First play of the game. Thomas Bertrand, Hudon cost it. Christian Albright recovered it. This is physicality on the first play of the game. You want the Rider crowd to get involved? Deliver a blow like this. Here comes the ball, pop it out. That started the long day for the Ticats 2 weeks ago. Bo's driving right? It's a close game here. 18-7. They get an opportunity at the 5-yard line. Once again, DeBeer creates it. Thurman recovers it. Once again, C.J. Avery around the ball again. Tips the ball to who? Jameer Thurman. He returns it for a touchdown. It's still 18-7 with a minute left in the third. So this defense is making plays. They're making sure that they keep their team into all the games here. Now, certainly an injury to Trevor Harris in this game, you want to score on defense. And as this game's starting to get out of hand, you see in the fourth quarter, Roland Milligan gets a nice interception. So I love what this defense is doing. They're taking the football away. I think that's one of the biggest things that Corey Mace has brought to this football team is his culture of takeaways as a defensive coordinator. And again, this game they finished +4 in turnover margin. They finished +1 in turnover margin. They finished even and found a way to win all 3 games.